you are into fitness and clean eating, you have probably noticed how hard it is to get your hands on good food while traveling. In the past, every time I traveled, my diet went to hell. So one day I woke up and said enough is enough. So today, as I'm traveling to Norway, I decided to show you some meal ideas to bring with you while traveling without ruining your progress. This will consist of a protein pasta, a high protein sandwich, and some snacks. So if you like these types of videos, make sure to subscribe to my channel, and most importantly, hit the bell to be notified when my next one comes out. So let's tackle the pasta first. The ingredients you'll be needing for this meal is 200 grams of edamame or black bean pasta. I'm using edamame here, which by the way has 43 grams of protein per 100 grams. No, it is not a joke. I know, it is crazy. Next, we got 200 milliliters of tomato sauce. You do not want to overdo this, since if it looks too runny, you won't be allowed to bring it through security, so the pasta will have to look slightly dry. Try choosing a sauce without added sugars or oil. Then we have 400 grams of cooked chickpeas or garbanzo beans. These go super well with any kind of pasta. If you haven't tried this combo, you must. Lastly, you'll need 300 grams of onion, also a key ingredient to make almost any food taste better. Okay, let's get started. What we're gonna do first is chop up the onion into small pieces and throw it into a pan. Then start rinsing the chickpeas just to avoid bringing the plane down with your farts. While rinsing, you'll notice some bubbles coming out. Rinse until these are gone. Then insert the pasta sauce into the pan along with the onion, then add the chickpeas and stir until the onions are softened. In the meantime, boil up some water and throw in your 200 grams of pasta inside. If you add too much water, it may spill over, as it happened to me, so be aware of that. Once the pasta and chickpeas are done, add them to a Tupperware. I like adding a bit of salt and maybe some Tabasco in there too. And that's pretty much it. Nice and easy. That's meal number one done. Next up, we have the high protein sandwich. The ingredients you will need are whole grain bread. Choose one without a lot of added sugars. Then we have some barbecue sauce. Choose whichever one you like. Then we have some lettuce, 1 avocado, and 1 tomato. And finally, we got tofu. This is where most of the protein for this meal will come from. First, chop up the tofu into slices, then throw them into a frying pan with a tiny bit of water. Avoid using oil if you can to avoid extra calories and a clogged artery. The tofu only needs to fry for a few minutes. I also like adding some turmeric for some extra anti-inflammatory benefits. I'm going to make 2 sandwiches here. So first, I get 2 slices of bread and cut the avocado open. Feel free to use as much as you'd like, but I use 70 grams. Take a knife, scrape the avocado and spread it onto the bread like you would with butter. And to keep the avocado fresh for longer, just squeeze a bit of lemon juice on top. Next up, I place 3 slices of tofu on top. The next step is going to be the barbecue sauce. I use 20 grams here. Then I slice up the tomatoes into thin slices. If it's too runny and watery, use a paper towel to dry it out before placing it onto the sandwich. Then the finishing touch, some lettuce, just to get in touch with your inner cow. I then wrap the sandwich in with some aluminum foil and repeat the whole process again for the second sandwich. Lastly, we got the extra snacks. What I'll be using is the Vivo Life Perform Protein. If you're interested in trying this protein out, I recommend the salted maca caramel. You can find it in the description box below. We will also be bringing along some corn cakes, which are higher in protein than rice cakes. A lot of them have a lot of oil added to it, so make sure the fat content is low by checking the labels. Then we have 300 grams of raw carrots, one of my favorite filling veggies to eat raw as a snack. And then we got 400 grams of broccoli, also a staple of my diet. And lastly, we got an apple.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away. That's all it takes.
First, I chop the broccoli into small pieces, then I peel the carrots. We are going to eat these raw, as it will get you feeling full for a very long time without having to consume too many calories. Then I add 5 corn cakes, and that's it. Lastly, I really enjoy having a protein shake on the go. I usually bring along 2 scoops of Vivo Perform Protein with me. Do not mix it up with liquids beforehand, as liquids cannot go through security. Instead, just buy some water or almond milk once you've passed security. And that's it. Nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. All of these meals can easily fit into your carry-on and will go through security without any issues. I usually prepare this the night before traveling and have it ready to go when I wake up to avoid any extra stress. Preparing your meals for travel is really a game changer and will allow you to stick to your diet at any time. Now that traveling is not an excuse anymore, what excuses do you guys hear the most often for not sticking to a healthy diet? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and as always, thank you for watching and subscribing. See you next time. Peace out.